Okay.
Então vamos lá.
So I'm Lorena. I'm a professional dancer from Brazil. And JLO, yeah, Angelo, I'm a huge fan of yours. You have no idea.
Thank you.
I'm so excited of being here with you guys. And talking about dance, Simu, I want to know if you learned some dance steps while on set from JLO, because if I were you, I would do that.
I know. I tried. I think I tried very hard.
We did have a little dance moment.
Yes, we did.
We did. You were amazing. And I was talking about your dance moment on the red carpet the other day.
Oh, really?
Which stuck with me, which I was very impressed by.
I'm so glad. Well, we were talking about, because you were on World of Dance, and you know, such a big influence in the dance world, right? She's such an amazing physical performer in all that she does, not just performing on stage, but those skills come through to when she's embodying action roles too, and her physicality. And I think you're a very physically adept performer.
Yeah, I really come from that place, and I like it. And Simu is the same.
I try.
So guys, Atlas, such an amazing movie. I love it.
Thank you.
Jen, I want to know, how would you describe the experience of not just acting, but also being the executive producer for this movie?
Yeah, being a producer on this film was great. You know, want to give credit to Netflix for putting a woman and a Latina woman in the role of the action hero, the lead in a movie, in a very big budget, huge sci-fi action thriller. And the fact that I was producing it as well, you know, we got to have a very diverse cast, which I love. You know, when we were talking about these roles, it was like, well, who can we get in? Like, all the normal names come up, you know what I mean? And then you go, wait a minute. How do we make this really representative of our world and make it more interesting than we're used to seeing? And we thought of Simu, and we thought of Sterling K. Brown, who are both fantastic actors. And we got very lucky that they said yes. And you know, so the producing part of it for me is really about always kind of making movies that represent who people are in real life. And so we got to do that with this.
Yeah, it was perfect. So Simu, I want to know, how was it like for you to play a villain for the first time?
Não temos muito tempo. O Harlan planeja ataque.
Atlas, meu protocolo principal é manter você viva.
Ótimo!
Yeah, it's what we were just talking about. It's a lot of fun playing villains, because, you know, lead characters, I feel like they have to do a lot of work to be, you know, they have to be the good guy, and so they have to follow a moral code, and they always have to be relatable to the audience, you know. Empathetic and all these things, and they have to service the story, so there's all these different things that they have to do. Villains, I think, get to have more fun because there's no pressure.
Yeah.
You get to just come in, and there's no rules. You just add whatever, you can be whatever, as bad as you want. And it was a lot of fun getting to craft this character from scratch, even though he's very different from who I am.
You mean you don't want to kill me?
I don't actually want to kill you. No.
And all of humanity.
And every single human on the face of the earth. Not today.
Not today.
Not today. Not yet.
A agente Atlas Shepard passou anos da sua vida caçando a inteligência artificial conhecida como Harlan, originalmente criado para o avanço da humanidade. Ele quase acabou dando fim a ela.
So, my last question is, what message do you guys hope people get from Atlas?
Well, there's a lot of things that people can take away from it, right? Like, first of all, the whole conversation about AI. I think this movie does a really good job of showing what the great things about AI are, what the positive side of what could happen, and then the really, really awful side of what could happen, the destruction that could happen. So there's that conversation, and then there's the conversation about relationships and letting people in and trusting someone and believing in someone after you've been, you know, hurt. And Atlas' character really represents that, I think, and it's relatable for everybody in that sense.
Yeah, I think it's a space, you know, it's this big space movie with a lot of special effects and guns, but at its core, it's about a woman and this character, Smith, who, you know, who doesn't trust Smith at all, and they're in this, you know, entirely different environment, and they're kind of forced to sit with each other, and it's really beautiful. It was really beautiful for me watching that relationship unfold. So I'm really excited for people to see it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, this is out of control. Okay, this is out of control.